Hi and welcome. My name is Chowa and today we're playing Lotus Reverie. It's a visual novel but with some, I don't know, strategy or turn-based fighting. Let's see how it looks like. I don't know, it looks interesting and more importantly, it doesn't have, can you see me? Any tags that mean some sexual content or nudity, and that's good for a visual novel. The flower withers and time is up. Do you still recognize my voice? Of course, I'm scared of the unknown future of losing you once again. Don't you feel it? My heart, my soul, my life. Don't let them go. And in exchange, I won't forget. Nothing. You open your eyes. Small and annoying dots of light flood your vision. In their midst, a dark silhouette appears. A voice pants. Your thorax writhes. Your limbs shift and creak, settling into position accompanied by intense bursts of pain. Little by little the suffering ebbs until all you can feel is the cold and dusty floor at your fingertips. You lift your gaze in a futile effort to identify the silhouette leaning over you. A scalpel falls from its hands, its lips curl into a soft smirk. It brings its hands to its head, laughing more and more and more, until all you can hear is a bellowing cackle. Bah, what? A girl? I can't believe it. It fits you like a glove. The girl jokes around, even teasing you despite her previous reluctance. Don't look at me like that, I'm just messing around. It's just too much of a coincidence or luck, who knows? Or I dare say that this answers your question regarding those two, but, well, we'll have plenty of time after that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. She takes the liberty to approach you and reaches a hand out to adjust your clothes, stretching to reach your collar. What's so funny? I'm doing this because I can't leave those two alone, never mind leaving them with you. The girl doesn't let you go, tugging your robe back and forth even as she looks away. That's why you have to catch up first. I have to teach you how this world works, this new life. You have to learn how to fight. Oh, this part. Woman in white. That's why we came here, after all. Short of breath, you follow the girl up the stairs, trying to match her wild pace. At last, both of you finally reach the door to the highest point of the castle. Your eyes take a second to adjust, not only to the bright light, but also to the impressive view and her imposing figure. So many missing, and those remaining are stuck in this survival game. What else did they expect? We are nothing but pawns, but that's precisely what I have to survive. There is no other acceptable result. Everyone should be grateful and happy to be able to experience this moment. So many sad and whiny faces. I don't understand. How do they expect to win like that? The day of judgment has fallen upon all with equality. All those poor souls who cannot appreciate the opportunity to find meaning in their pitiful lives, may they drop dead or not, and rot. Dead. On the floor lies a body. It has a humanoid shape but reptilian features, bulging eyes protruding from their sockets, and a V-shaped mouth stretching from one cheek to the other like the macabre grin of a marionette. You are watching in silence as the body dissipates into small orbs of light, when suddenly a black robe is thrown onto you, obscuring your view. By the time you shake it off, the creature is no more. And its killer, a person you cannot properly distinguish, captures you in its gaze for the briefest moment before turning and leaving the room. A robe, a scalpel, a terrible migraine, the company of a stranger, and this instinct to stay alive. Let the games begin. Okay. Do you want to play the battle minigame, or would you prefer to simply read the events as they unfold? You can also choose mixed mode if you want to do both and not miss any scenes. Your decision will not affect the outcome, but you will only be able to unlock all the achievements in battle or mixed mode. Mixed mode? But you will only be able to unlock all the achievements in battle. Okay, let's go with battle mode then. Okay, what's this? Is this reptilian thing? What, do I have to teach you everything? What a useless guy. Sure, let me take care of you. Let's start with the basics. This map, which is divided into tiles, represents a mental image of the battleground, and each combatant is one of those colorful circles icons you see around. If you want to smack some chicks, select your icon and move to the enemy position, unless you're a smartass know-it-all who prefers to skip my lesson, in which case you are free to go away. Press the portrait. Oh, this is my portrait. Or touch your icon. Afterward, touch 3 tiles to your left to keep going, or 3 tiles to the right to take the elevator and skip my tutorial. This one or this one? Okay, let's go. Those lines you see are your movement plans. We are still in the decision phase, so time is stopped and nothing will happen until you press the ready button. Okay. But your aim here is to fight and survive, right? For that, just moving around is not going to make the cut. You also have to take action. You'll use your action after you finish your movement. Actions are divided into 3 categories: attack, defense, and magic. For now, let's just use attack. Attacks consume stamina, but only if there's someone in your attack range. Nothing will happen otherwise. What is stamina, you ask? Well, duh. Is that blue bar next to your face. You idiot. And the orange bar represents your life. You'll die if this last one runs out, and I'm guessing that's not your plan at the moment. Oh well, let's forget about that. For now, select attack. Oh, I can play with the gamepad. Let's try it. Is this easy enough for you? Okay, I choose it. Okay. Ah, it doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't work properly. We'll see. Scalpel. Already. Wait, why there was a dagger? Oh, let's go. I don't understand it. Oh. What? Creature claws. Wait. Is it dead or what? That's interesting. Oh, did you see that? You just went past one. Yes, I see it. Everyone moves after pressing ready. You were lucky the enemy decided to just chill instead of flanking you, so let's use this chance to catch it. Everyone moves after pressing ready. You were lucky. Okay. Okay, doesn't work properly. But 3 tiles are the maximum all units can move per turn. For that you can boost to double your movements and hit even harder in exchange of extra stamina. Well, what are you waiting for? Activate boost now. I recommend you boost often, but don't go overboard or you'll get punished. A state where you guard drops and you'll be unable to move or take action. But even if you boost, you still don't know in which direction will the enemy go. For that, here on the right we have the list of attitudes. Attitudes with all enemies of the map. This list displays in what manner will your character move in case it comes across an enemy. It will have higher priority than any normal movement towards any other tile. From this list, enemy 1 is the one you already defeated, and enemy 2 is the one we just found out. We still don't know enemy 3 whereabouts. The higher is an enemy on this list, the higher your priority to that enemy is. You always use the attitude of the enemy with the highest priority around you and ignore all others. Besides, you'll attack the highest enemy in range on your priority list if you have several of them around. Yeah, but why you didn't delete them first? We defeated him. You don't get it? You'll get used to it. For now, use the arrow or drag and drop the second enemy up to the first on the list to guarantee its uppermost priority. If you select the aggressive attitude, you will go to the same tile as the enemy and attack it if it's in range, even if it isn't the highest enemy on your priority list. With the distant, you will get away from the enemy and with indifferent, you will ignore it. But whatever, you just want to kick some butt, right? Well then select aggressive and you won't even need to adjust your movement. Okay. Boost. Ready. Let's go. What? Nice. He's dead? I killed them with one hit? Why? I cannot see how their health going down. It looks like they have full and mine is going down. Save that smile for later. Defeating these creepy crawlies only takes one shot, so they are a piece of cake. Now, you only need to learn how to recover your stamina. There are several ways. When moving without boosting, you will recover some stamina, but don't expect much. When you stay still on your tile, you'll recover way more. If you boost and touch the tile you are standing on, you will meditate. While meditating, you will be defenseless and unable to move or take action, but you'll recover a lot of stamina. Finally, you can choose defense, which will help you to recover stamina while reducing any damage taken. Let's roll with that last one. Stay where you are and defend yourself, but select distant attitude for the last enemy, just in case it comes for your neck. Easy, right? Not so easy. Distant attitude for the last enemy. Okay. Distant. Defense, scalpel block. This one. Without boost, okay. Ready. Let's go. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's call it a day. You're free, go have fun now. If you want to leave, take the stairs. In some other places you will find some tiles with special effects. When you stand on them, they depend on the environment, of course. Also, keep in mind that boosting will affect all your movements and actions. Try to avoid running away while defending and boosting. Why? Well, try it yourself. Activate boost and defend yourself, but don't move or evade the enemy. Boost consumes more stamina while defense recovers it, right? And if you use both, the universe explodes! Joking, joking. Boosted defense will consume stamina, but it improves your defense even more, and you will reduce the enemy stamina when they attack you, but only when they attack you, okay? If they don't, you will spend your stamina for nothing, and don't count on me to save your skin. Just don't forget to change the attitude to creature 3 to indifferent. If you don't, you'll avoid the enemy and your defense will be nothing. Yeah, I understand that. Wait. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Defense. There's indifferent. Okay, we're defeated every others. Indifferent, defense, scalpel block. Boost. Okay, ready. Let's go. Oh, nice. Where? Oh, no, punished. Okay, so now I can attack it, right? Scalpel. Like this. Scalpel plus. Boost. Ready. Let's go. Woo! That's good. Woman in black. That's us. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. Yeah. Okay, stairs. That's all, apparently. When you finally reach the ground floor, there's not a single enemy left. You suck in deep breaths to refill your lungs. You could even say that you're proud of your feat just now. Now, all you have to do is leave this place. But when there's nothing remaining but a straight shot to the exit, that pride fades away. In its place, a terrible migraine assaults your head. The long central hallway's vinyl floor reflects the pale white lights overhead. The only exception is one point in its center. A new figure, this one apparently human, a woman dressed in a long robe that covers her from top to bottom. The same robe you wear, the only difference being its color, white. The migraine intensifies. You writhe in pain, staggering in place. Ready for battle, the woman draws her katana, and we have a scalpel. Her image waves before your eyes in sync with your own heartbeat. So now we need to... Well, it's about time you learn about fighting with a partner. There are a couple things you should know. First, your partner and you share the same life. Oh, any damage one receives will be felt by the other. Nothing like those creatures you fought up until now. Those go on their own, and it's better to ignore them and save your time. But good news, the more allied units that are together on the same tile, the more they will reduce any damage taken. The beauty of the power of friendship, isn't it wonderful? Well, actually not so much, and I'll explain myself with the second point. Let's talk about magic. I imagine you have already noticed it and don't know what it is about. Magic needs a lot of stamina, but in exchange it offers a plethora of unique effects. For now you only have 3 spells, and which is... Enhancement will increase your attack and defense up until the end of your next turn. Use it during safe turns, and if the enemy is standing still, wouldn't it be easy to use enhancement, and then proceed to attack with everything you got? Shock will paralyze both the enemy and yourself. It can also paralyze all enemies on the same tile if you boost. If one enemy is always pursuing you, you can play bait while paralyzing that fool and your partner thrashes them. Grenade can be used from 1 or 2 tiles away to damage enemies, but it won't work against enemies on the same tile. If you know where an enemy will be, just stay a couple tiles close to them and done. Although remember that long distance attacks only work in a straight line. Grenade doesn't get along with aggressive attitude. It won't work if you are on the same tile as the enemy unit after all, so keep it in mind. But if an enemy always follows your run, use distant attitude and grenade together. You'll deal damage while avoiding them. Fantastic, don't you think? The issue with these spells is that compared to normal attacks, magic will consume stamina even if it's not used against anybody. But they are really useful. Become stronger, paralyze enemies, attacks all enemies on the same tile at the same time. Although, your enemies will also use magic against you. That's what I meant with the power of friendship before. But the same can be applied to them, both for the good and the bad. Do you know what I mean? After the incident, there are 2 opponents in every battle, 2 who share the same life. If one is too strong for you, find a weaker link. Oh, perfect. So this is our... Wait, what? Okay. Run from this guy. Attack this guy. Defense. go here. Yeah, go here then. Ready? Let's go. I forget about the other guy. Sonic Boom. What? That was not fair. Oh, I forget about this guy. 1, 2, 3. Avoid it. And attack this guy. Fists. Perfect. Next one. Okay. Defense. Attack. Scalpel. Ready? Let's go. No, she uses it again. Sonic Boom. That's so unfair. Okay. I think attack. Yeah, fists. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Let's go. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Oh, there it is. Let's go like this. Magic. Grenade. 1, 2. That means you must go here. Oh, you can go this way. You go there. Yes, ready? Let's go. Oh! Okay, what she will do next? Okay, let's run. Defense. Block. Defense. Scalpel block. Ready, let's go. Okay. Here. Hey. Wait. What about him? That's so unfair. Let's go. Okay, so we can actually use it how? You can okay, now let's go. 1, 2 1, 2, 3. That's nice. 1, 2, 3. Magic. Grenade. Ready? Let's go. Take that. Okay, that was good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you must attack this guy if you see him. So attack him. Ready? Let's go. Block. Okay. You here can run this way. We will die if it will happen. Who is it? This guy. 1, 2, 3. Fists. Ready? Wait, the other one, this one. Yeah, ready. Let's go. Okay, we're almost done it. You go here, you go here. Grenade, ready, let's go. Woo! Bye bye. Whew. That was an interesting fight. Long. Above all, always remember there is someone fighting by your side. In every battle, you will also be too. Protect them, but also trust them, because if there is something we have in common right now, it's that these girls are more important than our own lives. Which girls? Your companion takes advantage of your opening to punch the man on the other side, the weak link. The woman in white suddenly stops. You counterattack with a kick that disarms her of the katana and slams her against the wall. In the distance you hear the echo of an agitated and trembling voice, the voice of an old man. My duty, that's all I have ever done. Look at her, she's the proof of my loyalty. But you too, whom have you sold yourself this time? All those fancy empty words about pride, ha! All you ever wanted was nothing but a Okay, before he can even finish his words, his head hits the floor with a loud bang. Whoa. It seems he fell several times. Your companion grips the old man's head, smashing into the cold tiles over and over and over again. His disfigured face is unable to make a single noise. Wow. The only sounds in the hallway are the splashes of the head falling into a puddle of his own blood, painting the walls on the floor crimson. And following his destiny, the woman in white collapses wordlessly. The entire hall falls silent once more, bringing the battle to an end. Yeah, that's pretty creepy what they done. Who's this? You're lying on a park bench. A girl you've never seen before is kneeling on top of you. Oh. You can't move. Her hands wrap around your neck, preventing you from resisting. Good morning, or night, considering the time. How did it feel to sleep on the pavement? The street didn't seem very comfortable, so we brought you to the park. She caresses your neck with slender fingers, adjusting her grip until she finds the perfect place to squeeze. There is a certain fineness to her gestures, like a cat playing with its prey. You were having a long and peaceful nap while I was. Do you know what I was thinking? The pressure applied by her hand slowly increases. Maintaining her sweet tone, she leans closer. How would we have turned out if things had been different? The once considerate cares is now a murderous stranglehold. You can't breathe. I tried. Trust me, I tried. After discovering what you did, The very sight of that face of yours utterly disgusts me. But that wasn't enough for you. Now you're here too. For that reason and for everything you so thoughtlessly taken from me without even realizing. I hate you. She squeezes mercilessly, with an inhuman strength that could easily snap your neck. Filthy, murderous rat, you dare show your face before me now in this manner? We were supposed to never meet again. We were done. Damn blood, I'm the one who must win, the one who will remain. I don't deserve this. I cannot wait any longer. I'll take what belongs to me, and I'll show this goddamn world it cannot keep stepping on me any longer. But until then, you better survive. Keep yourself alive, because I'll be back to finish what we started and fulfill the plan once and for all. Don't you forget it. You owe me. And in exchange, I won't forget. What? So he's alive? After exiting the hospital, your companion suddenly stops in place. In front of him is an unbelievable sight, an enormous black monolith stretching endlessly toward the sky. Indescribable feeling bubble up from the rolling depths of your soul, leaving you hypnotized and in awe. Until the figure before you finally speaks. This is not what I expected, but the plan remains unchanged. From now on, don't be reckless, this world is real. We are trapped here. The extraordinary capital of this kingdom, Maya. The very end of the world. And where dreams come true. What? What are we doing? The light goes out as you lose consciousness. All that remains is the memory of long, blonde hair, under the silver blanket of a beautiful, bejeweled sky. Okay. Lotus Reverie, okay. First Nexus. Oh, will be a second? Let's see how it looks like. There was a demo, but I didn't find this demo, so yeah, this is a full version of the game. Good morning, may I? You're startled by a knock on the and the voice of a boy. You've been awake since dawn, absent-mindedly sitting on your bed in a daze. You take a while to compose yourself, reorienting yourself to your surroundings. Before doing anything else, you first pick up the black robe hanging on a nearby chair and put it on. Once you feel ready, you open the door and peek into the hall to see a young man standing before your door. His gaze wanders, apparently unsure where he should look. Good morning, did you sleep well? Sing. Yes, Sing, my bad. The boy looks to his side, suspiciously glancing at the room next door. He then redirects his gaze towards you, a big smile appearing on his face. Did you sleep well, Sing? Yeah, I guess. The room was so fancy. It had everything. The only thing I'm missing in a mirror is a mirror in the bathroom. Oh yeah, that. Well, get you on one later. You tilt your head trying to get a better look at the nervous boy's face, but you are interrupted by a voice approaching from down the hall. Female voice. What are you doing here so soon, Helio? You were supposed to wait for me. Ah, Violet, good morning. I didn't want to bother you, and I had nothing better to do, so did you get any sleep? I slept like a baby, despite all the clamor last night. You know me. Really? I know yesterday was kind of chaotic, so it's okay if you want to lie down a little more. I appreciate it, honey, but that wouldn't be right of me. Unless you were actually looking to spend some time alone with Sing. No, it's not like that. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't want. No, like, I wouldn't mind. Violet laughs. Is this Sing a girl? Okay. Well, laughs graciously and inches closer to you. A secretive smile appearing on her face. The kid is just compensating for last night. We hope you don't mind. We had quite a scare when he found you. He has good intentions, though. We both sided with you the moment you arrived, and we voted for you too, so there's no need to worry. Val sneakily winks at you, even though you nod back, you're visibly confused and keep some distance from her. What did you tell her? That you look lovely when you blush, my dear. Yes, Sink is a girl. Oh my, don't look at me like that. Let's go, we don't have all day. Goodness gracious. As if I could simply go back to sleep and leave you two by yourselves. Okay, the pair leads you through several long halls. At last, the three of you arrive at a large lobby, which seems to be the main hub of the castle. High ceilings, exquisite and large decorations, but what catches your eye the most are the numerous security cameras posted throughout the entire building. Distracted from looking up the cameras, you're startled when you look back down to see. Who's this? With a completely blank expression, the man covered in blood approaches you and asks in the most neutral of tones, "Who's the person accompanying you, and why is she screaming?" What do you mean? Why is she screaming? This is Sing, the girl from yesterday. Oh, that. The man sighs, not even bothering to hide his annoyance and disappointment. Please forgive him, Sing. Ryu can sometimes be too honest. Am I the only one who finds this weird? Not at all. A hooded figure discovered in the middle of the night during a power outage. I don't know why they let you stay. Ryu, honey, can't we leave that for the meeting? She was talking about something else. About what, exactly? Violet points at the crimson stains all over Ryu's body. Oh, this is nothing. I was just making breakfast. What? Tomato sauce? It's blood. Were you preparing meat then? Milk and cereal. What? I don't even know where to begin with that. I hope you were a little bit more careful with the fire this time, Ryu. Don't sweat it. There's only been 3 fires and 2 of them are under control. What about the third one? I'm even more worried about the fact that he said under control instead of extinguished. Ryu shrugs nonchalantly. Nobody seems to care despite the self-evident gravity of the situation. In fact, Violet seems to find it amusing. She grabs Ryu's sleeve with 2 fingers, trying to avoid the red stains, and pulls him toward the kitchen. I guess I'll have to go take care of this myself as usual. Oh, Ryu, what would you ever do without me? Do you want us to come with you, Violet? I can help if you need it. Violet shoos him away with her free hand, not even bothering to turn her head back. You two take good care of Sing. It wouldn't be very polite of us to just leave her alone. Us too? You and Helio exchange confused looks. Both of you gulp simultaneously and then slowly turn around. Ooh. Hi. Hi. Is this your usual way of greeting people? How long have you been standing there as Columbine? The mysterious girl brushes her hair aside, exposing a surprised face. She then points a blazed finger at herself. You asking me? Who else? I've been here since the beginning. You're the one making a racket. Between the mad cook and the castle ghosts, I think I have enough reasons to yell. I was beginning to think your screaming was some kind of weird foreign greeting or something. Pretty sure no one would ever greet someone like that. Columbine brings her face closer to yours with an unsettling sluggishness, her eyes slowly focusing on yours. Oh, true. You had amnesia or something, huh? The girl keeps getting closer until your faces are almost touching. In any case, you are now part of this castle. I did actually vote in your favor, so let's get along, right? A heavy silence falls upon the room, and Helio tries to look for the right moment to interject. His efforts are unnecessary, however. Columbine jumps behind you and uses you as a shield with surprising swiftness when a new person enters the scene. Don't you hide from me, Columbine? Evidently in high spirits, this new girl circles around you, a cat-like whimsical expression on her face as it attempts to capture Columbine. Can I borrow her for a second? Yes, please. Columbine looks at you with sad puppy dog eyes and then darts away so quickly that you wonder if she really was a ghost. Bummer, she ran away again. You do all collectively decide to make the worst possible first impression or what? Whatever, seeing this is Rosemary. Miss Rosemary was my grandmother's name, so let's avoid that. Just call me Rose without the Mary, please. It's pleasure to me. You inspect the girl from head to toe. She smiles proudly, giving off an intelligent and elegant vibe, but she can't hide the dark bags under her eyes. You're slightly afraid to ask about the eye bags, but she notices your gaze and answers nonchalantly. This all in a day's work. I had to stay awake all night trying to fix the power outage. Thank you again, Rose. We're lucky to have you. Don't mind it. I decided to stay here, so it's my job. I'll send you the invoice another day. Oh yeah, Sing, you may not know this, but Rose is actually quite famous. Does her name ring any bells? Putting aside her behavior just now, she's a genius recognized around the world, one of the most brilliant minds of the century. And I'm also a great beauty, as well as incredibly humble and believable, right? Rose's words are followed by a cute whirl to show off her figure. You don't know how to react, which only makes her smile wider. Then, what was the issue with the power outage? Was it an accident? No, I would say it was a deliberate. The power going off is one thing, but having the emergency generators fail too? Too much of coincidence. Isn't there a chance that the system was in a bad shape, lacking maintenance, or trying to stand up for a new girl, huh? Helio falls quiet, but he glances in your direction. After an awkward moment of silence, Rose tries to correct herself. It's not like I'm blaming you. From what I could determine, the emergency generators must have been tampered with from the inside. That's why I refrained from voting last night. I don't mind. I had the entire night to calm down and think it over. I understand you guys don't have it easy either. You were saved by just one vote, which was quite the miracle, all things considered. Even though it wasn't her intention, Rose's answers enabled you to change the subject. How many people are in this castle? Helio hesitated briefly before answering. Including you, there are currently 7 of us. Why do you ask? Nothing, I was just thinking about the voting patterns. The one person I haven't seen yet must have voted against me. Her expression mischievous. Rose traps a finger on her lips. Helio sighs, realizing he said too much. Oops, too much info. There goes the whole vote's remaining secret. Though I doubt the boss would mind. The boss? He doesn't trust me. He may have voted against you, but it's nothing serious. He might be our leader, but any important issues are discussed among all of us. That's what we say, but we always end up leaving the final say to him. We refer to him as our boss because he's a good person, so you don't have to worry. I hope you're right. No need to wait any longer. Here he is. A tall middle-aged man with a serious expression on his face strides down the wide stairs. His voice is intimidatingly deep as he addresses those present. Hello, Trop. Good morning. He's serious and unruffled. The eyes switch to the girl next to you. Rosemary? At your service, boss. I hope you slept well. The man nods. He turns away about to leave the room when he realizes he skipped over you. He doubles back and looks you in the eye. And you are? He takes a long look at you before asserting with a confident smile. Thing. What? Living being? Well, you aren't mistaken, but human being, maybe? I'm not sure who you're trying to convince, but I suppose you're getting closer. Woman! Ah, seriously? Sing, Her name is Sing. Don't you remember the hooded enemy from last night, boss?
Oh yeah, that. What a night. Then forgive me, John.
I just told you her name, Sing.
Hey, I'm just kidding. What better way to start the day?
The man's voice radiates warmth, a stark contrast to his previous intimidating tone. He casually leans over you, his fingertips grasping the tip of your hood.
Welcome, Sing. You can call me Thistle. Boss is too impersonal, and I honestly don't enjoy it much either.
Surprised you not. He smiles back, but then he yanks the tip of your hood over your face, leaving you in the dark. He chuckles as you vexedly readjust your hood. But once you see the three of them laughing, you decide to let it go. Those weren't the most normal of introductions, but maybe it's the quirks themselves that managed to calm you down. You let your out of breath of relief. You let out a breath of relief you weren't even aware you had been holding. Now that you have gotten to know everyone, you can't help but wonder why such a small group lives in such a huge castle. You have many doubts about this entire situation, but it's difficult to you to open up to new people so quickly. They all seem to follow a routine that takes them from one place to another, apparently preparing for the meeting Violet had previously mentioned. The group members take their seats around a large dining table. Some spots are left unoccupied, but everyone seems to know their place. You hesitate for a moment. At last, you pick a random empty chair and sit down. Okay. Hi guys.
What's the current status?
Ready to roll. I checked the cameras and the security systems are up and running, so we can finally relax after last night's disaster. Breakfast is ready. Feel free to grab a bite anytime. What happened with the fire? All under control. You keep avoiding the word extinguished.
In any case, I would like a summary of everything that happened so that we can all be on the same page.
I think I can handle that, boss. Rose raises her hand as if in a class at school. She clears her throat while the rest of the group as all listen intently. The power outage from last night has been temporarily fixed, so the electricity should be working like normal. We are currently using the emergency generators until we can find out what went wrong with the main system. The failure was indeed suspicious, but we cannot know for sure if it was mechanical failure or the result of someone's sabotage. Even if it was the latter, we have no video evidence, so anybody could have done it. Rose opened her mouth to continue speaking, but Thistle interrupted her.
I imagine the blind spot in the surveillance no longer exists.
Indeed, I took care of it personally. In fact, I honestly don't know how it happened in the first place. That mistake is going to make it extra difficult to create a list of suspects. It's not like that list is too long right now. Columbine sneakily glances in your direction. Although her voice was just a whisper, she managed to direct the whole room attention onto you. Oh yeah, she need to talk like with more whisper. Wait a second, there's another possibility, right? There could still be other people hiding somewhere. Sing is proof of that. A mix of murmurs and grumbles fills the hall, all sharing the same lack of conviction. We've already discussed that many times, dear. You know there's nobody else alive on this side of the river besides us. Even if there was, we control all the food and water. That's without even mentioning all the security systems. But it happened. Don't we have living proof of that? Sing said she remembered something like a hospital, and none of us here have visited that area. We all know who was in charge of scouting that zone. That's the only reason we are giving this girl the benefit of the doubt. Once could may be a miracle, two would be impossible. The traitor. You can feel the group's spirits plummet at the mention of the word traitor. Even Helio assumes a defensive stance with his arms crossed and avoids the subject.
Even if the risk is small, it's never a waste of time to take precautionary measures while we keep our main focus on restoring power. The emergency system won't stay up forever, so that could be our main priority right now. So, Rosemary, what do we need to repair it? The girl takes a second to think it over before answering.
We could always take a trip out to the electric substation to see what went wrong.
You're going to hate me for this, but could you go there immediately? I know you haven't slept much, but the longer it takes, the more likely we are to lose any possible evidence.
Sleep? Who needs that? But if that is the case, in exchange I want to select whom comes with me.
I see no problem with that.
Rose leans back on her chair with a smirk. Everyone else carefully follows the direction her finger is pointing. You sing. I want you to come with me.
What?
At this proposition, everyone's faces are uniformly surprised. Some stand up and others burst out laughing. Thistle is forced to quickly take action to control the chaos.
That's quite hasty, but sure, you can go with Sing if you wish.
You're going to let her go that easily, huh?
As long as we respect the regulations, there shouldn't be any issues. At this moment, not only must we gain Sing's trust, but Sing must earn ours as well.
Thistle smiles as he addresses you.
Helio stands up, slamming his hands on the table.
I will accompany them as the third person. Sorry, Helio.
Sorry, Helio. I had someone else in mind.
Someone else? It shouldn't matter as long as there are three, right?
I'm afraid we'll have to make an exception this time. I want Ryu to be the third.
What? Why me?
Because you have extensive experience in this field. Isn't that right, detective?
Bah, why in the world did I let everyone know? It's a drag, but I guess there's nobody better than me to keep an eye on the totally not suspicious individual here.
Ryu points you out brazenly. This the case. I would rather you focus on the case.
Aren't they one and the same?
All that talk about trust seems to have fallen apart before we even had the chance to get off the ground.
After some more give and take, everyone eventually calms down, except for you.
This is all. If no one has anything else to add, this calls a conclusion to the meeting. Meanwhile, you are utterly overwhelmed. You look around helplessly at the others' faces while trying to figure out what to say. Great. Then we can formally declare this meeting.
Wait a moment.
The group is already starting to stand up from their seats when your trembling voice escapes your lips. They immediately turn their gazes to you.
What about me?
Numerous questions circle through your head, making it impossible for you to find the words you need.
My memories, I can't remember anything. I don't know what's going on. Where are all the people?
The hall is still. Nobody dares answer. Your voice quavers as you continue.
I don't even know what these regulations you keep talking about are. I just don't know what's happening. I don't understand why all of you are taking it so lightly. As if this is all.
Nobody told you, right?
You shake your head. Thistle lets out a sigh before answering.
Ideally, we should have started from there. The problem is we don't have much time for that now. The electric substation is the #1 priority. Look, both Rue and Rosemary can take care of some of your questions on the way there. Then once you come back, I promise I will answer any other questions.
The duo reaffirms Thistle's promise. Resigned and exhausted from that outburst, you reluctantly accept their proposal.
There's just one thing you need to know before anything else. The regulations will follow in this castle. You'll naturally learn them as you live here, but there are two basic ones you need to know. The first one you might have already guessed. We can only leave the castle in groups of 3. No more, no less. Meanwhile, all the other members must remain inside. Everyone seems convinced by Thistle's words, but none of this makes much sense to you. And now the second and most important regulation. Thistle puts his hands on his hips, confidently puffing out his chest. For as long as we remain within this castle walls, we must collaborate to stay alive. And that includes you now. Simple, right? You don't answer. They're finishing up the meeting anyway, so it doesn't seem to matter. I won't forget. I won't forget, everyone. Without a usual farewell, the group dissolves. Deep in thought, you find yourself unable to get up from your seat, still silently trying to assimilate everything you just went through. Especially the second regulation. As long as we remain with these castle walls, why so specific? Because you cannot... So the flower would never wither. Oh, nice. I think that we can end it here, I hope. Can I? Okay, let's end it here. That was... I don't know, it's interesting. Interesting beginning. Nice music. It's okay. Battles are a little bit strange, but I think we can accustom to this. So, I don't know, maybe we'll try another time. More of this. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like if you did, leave your comments, and subscribe. See you in the next videos. Bye!